Good afternoon, everybody. We are here in another of the aviNews International podcast. My name is Edgar Oviedo. I am a professor at North Carolina State University, and I am glad to have with me today Dr. Lilong Chai from University of Georgia. He is a well-recognized scientist in precision livestock farming and especially in poultry. Lilon, thank you for being with us today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Lilong Chai. I'm associate professor and engineering specialist with the UGA's Poultry Science Department.
Yes, Dr. Chai has been leading a program at University of Georgia in poultry precision farming and applying many different technologies that are leading the development in this area. He recently wrote an article for the aviNews International magazine related with detecting broiler chickens at different ages with advanced deep learning models. These models, the mathematical models, are very interesting to apply in many different areas, and one of those is in animal welfare. So one of the topics that you, Lilon, touched was how to apply those technologies. But before we start with the article, why you don't tell us a little bit about your program on precision uh, poultry farming?
Very good question. Precision farming, poultry farming, not a new concept. Actually, we have been working on that for decades, like precision environmental control. So we called the early research environmental control, like temperature, humidity, ventilation. That's version one of precision poultry farming. Nowadays, we're working on like a newer version two. Primary work is using artificial intelligence, like imaging system or audio system based on the deep learning model to analyze animals like poultry's behaviors, activities, then to predict their welfare and health. The focus is more on animal welfare, health, and also the food quality as well, because we know that in chicken house, the growing environment can affect chicken's food quality, like woody breast chicken, food pad dermatitis, that kind of welfare concern can lead to the farmer loss. So nowadays, farmers are interested to use new technology as well to improve the animal welfare, and eventually we can improve the uh, poultry quality.
Yeah, and in fact, in your paper, you mentioned the fact of actually the observation of the animals, the daily evaluation of the broiler well-being and the growth of these birds normally takes labor time and also is subject to human errors and when it's conducted manually. So in the article, you mentioned that there is no other technologies that to apply. And now with the automatic tools, it's possible to detect and analyze the behaviors of chickens and predict their welfare status. It's very interesting, this tool. Could you please tell us more about this technology?
Of course, yeah, the driven of this research is based on the manually inspection. Like we know broad chicken production has been greatly improved in the past decades. And nowadays, chicken can grow to 6, 7 pounds in 2 months. Like 50 years ago, only 3 to 3 pounds. So now people call that back to 50 years ago, that was slow growing chicken. Now we are doing fast growing chicken. But the problem for fast growing chicken is welfare concern like leg issues, laminates, and heart failure. So the bird, not all the bird, about 20-30% of bird was reported with leg issues by the end of the flock. So that triggered the public concern on broilers welfare. And also Walmart, McDonald's said they want animal welfare information because their customers are asking that information. They want a welfare improved product. Based on that kind of background, so researchers around the world actually were thinking about new solution to improve animal welfare. Traditionally, the farmer staff go to chicken house every day, a couple times to look at the chicken, but that is, as I said, very labor intensive. Farmer workers cannot work in chicken house 24/7. Also, we are not recommending them to do that because the air quality, ammonia, especially in wintertime, when the ventilation is restricted. So the ammonia dust level can be a risk for farmer workers' health. In that case, I think if we have an automatic tool like imaging system that it can monitor chickens 24/7 will be great. So in that way, we can monitor chickens and report animal welfare indicators timely. So that is my long-term goal. We can use this kind of automatic system to report welfare indicators timely. Our eventual goal actually to improve welfare. If we see anything wrong, so we can from farm managers to improve the management. Like sometimes the leg issues is caused by uh, we know heavy bodies one reason. Sometimes the litter quality can be another consideration as well. If the litter quality is too wet, like caked litter, so the bird activity will be restricted. So sometimes the bird food pad will be contaminated. In that case, they don't have a good balance. They tend to have the bone issue and break the bone. That way lead to the laminates. So what we try to do is get everything done automatically, precisely.
Yeah, and so then this technology use cameras, some video, and you use some technique that is called deep learning technology. Wh- What is exactly deep learning technology? How can you put it in terms and simple terms for everybody? How is that these machines learn, or how you use these methodologies to create those models for prediction of these welfare conditions?
Very good question. Deep learning is a field of computer science. Sometimes we also call it computer vision system. We wanted to monitor chicken, but we cannot stay there. So we have to use something to mimic our eyes, like camera is actually like our human eyes. But the camera can collect audio only, but cannot tell if then a chicken, a duck, a goose or not. So we have to tell computer that is a chicken to teach computer to think what chicken is doing, is eating, drinking, or laying on the floor. Is a dead chicken, live chicken or not? So in that way, we use collective videos plus a brain we created for the computer. The brain is deep learning model. The deep learning model is based on neural network. That is mimicking our brain's thinking by training the model. Like we label actually now most deep learning model is a supervised model. That means we can teach computer. We label like okay, we use chicken pictures or chicken drinking posture. Label the picture, tell okay this is a chicken in drinking water. Then the computer will learn that. Computer like kids, they are learning from us. After training with 1,000 or 10,000 pictures, so the computer will have good memory, good power. Then we test if the computer learn good or not. If it passed our test, we think, okay, this is a good model. Then the model can be used to read the videos or do the real-time monitoring. Then the camera plus the neural network model together is our deep learning monitoring system.
I see. And what kind of cameras can do this? I mean, is any kind of camera? Do you have any specifications? Uh, can those cameras can be implemented in commercial conditions? Are they cheap enough or affordable to implement commercially?
The camera is regular. We are using like $200 each HD camera. The key part actually is the deep learning model and the computing power. The camera is just for collect the videos, and the videos is either transferred to the edge computer on the side, or we use cloud computing. Currently, my project is sponsored by Oracle because I like cloud computing. A lot of farmers, they don't have money to buy supercomputer like GPU computer, like NVIDIA. Their GPU computer very expensive. Not everybody can afford. By using cloud computing, we just need to pay the service fee. Like we are using cell phone monthly, we pay like a $50 or $100, we can use the service. Then we can upload our videos to the GPU computer. Remotely, we can run the calculation. So the expensive part actually is the computing power and the data storage. So we collect the video sometimes size very big. Like one day we can get like 1 GB data. We don't want to lose the data sometimes, so we have to store the data first, then transfer to the cloud. Then use cloud computing system, remotely use GPU computer to do data analysis. So then in past 3-4 years, all my students are use the cloud computing. That saved my life $100,000. While we get a supercomputer, very advanced computer, to do the data analysis. So the camera part is very cheap. The expensive part is computing system.
Computer part, yes. And in the article, you mentioned already some significant results. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about what is possible to do nowadays with these systems? What the system, the deep learning system, is already able to identify?
Yeah, currently we're actually doing the lab studies. We're using small pen, have the chicken for broiler, use 20 birds per pen. For laying hen, we use 200 birds. We call it a pen trial or lab study. We haven't done commercial testing yet. In the pen trial, the good thing is we can control the environment, everything easier, no biosecurity concern. Is the research is conducted on our UGA research farm. And in this house, we can test different kind of cameras. For the camera, beside red camera, we also have a thermal camera. Thermal camera is very expensive. Each cost from $1,000 to $10,000, depending on the functions. We use different kind of camera, and we set up the experimental system. Actually, in the smaller scale, easy for us to test our model. In long term, actually, we want to do the commercial farm application. After we confirm our system is working, we will work with commercial farm. Like in Georgia, Georgia is the #1 broad production state. We have a lot of collaboration farms. We will reach them to install our system in their chicken house. Actually, I'm waiting for a federal grant to do that kind of work. In the commercial system, we maybe have to use mobile system. The commercial system is very big, like 500 feet long, 50 feet wide. One camera, even 20 camera cannot cover the system. So but we don't want to use 20, 30 cameras. That will generate a huge amount of data. I said data storage is very expensive, and big data is not good. We want to do smart data analysis. So use 1 or 2 camera, move around a chicken house will be reasonable. And I don't have to do everything from scratch. For mobile system, there are a lot of commercialized system, similar to the Scout system, like Chicken Boy formerly. The company was purchased by Aggo, and another company is, I think, in North Carolina called Poultry Hawk. They have city mobile system. I can borrow their platform, just attach my cameras. The innovation part will be the navigation. I'm working with UGA college engineering scientist. We can attach navigation system. So the camera will tell us where the location is. So my goal is if the camera catches the bird with leg issues like dead birds or lemnis bird, then we can report the location. Then we can inform farm staff. Okay, you have bird with leg issues somewhere. If the bird is treated timely, maybe we can save the bird. I'm currently doing similar thing for the cage-free laying hens. laying hens has a lot of packing issues. They pack each other. In conventional cage system, the bird is packed by maximum 5 birds only. But in the cage-free system, a bird could be packed by 1,000 birds. So if the bird is packed with blood, then it could be killed very fast, like in hours. The bird could be killed. In the past year, my student tested the image system. If we detect the bird with packing damage, then we find a bird timely, put the bird in an isolated cage, then put the lotion. Actually, in that way, we can sell the birds. The bird actually keep laying eggs every day. So in that way, we can save farmers' loss, so reduces the mortality. That's the future goal.
Very good. It's really a very useful tool, and it shows very promising results and application because every time we have less people working in the industry and going to chicken farms, and we have more and more birds currently. But there are some specific times that you have been monitoring chickens, for example. There is any specific reason why you select some specific days for the data collection? There is any reason for this?
A very good question. Yes. The broiler birds growing very fast. Layer different. They may be up to 20 weeks old. Their body weight change is very small. But for broilers, they grow very fast, weekly. So the deep learning model is the important as we are training the model, what the bird is doing. So the bird age can affect model accuracy. So basically, we have developed the model for different stage of growing. Like for week 1, like day 1, day 2, the bird is very small. They are different from like day 30 or day 42. A lot of commercial farm, their bird are ready for marketing at day 42, 43. By that time, bird is very big, not very mobile, actually, easy to detect. We definitely know which bird, the bird is all on the floor. But the bird is younger bird, like a week, 1 week, very active. They are running very fast from there to there. Sometimes hard to track the bird. So we have to train the model separately. For the week 1 bird, okay, we know there, actually our model can detect bird running speed. So at the beginning, week 1, we use one kind of model. Week 2, we collect a picture separately, then train the model separately. Otherwise, the model accuracy will be very low. With the increase of bird age, actually, the detection work is easier because bird is bigger, easy to track, easy to detect, to find their problem because they are bigger. The object size bigger, the work is easier and not easy to be blocked by equipment. For the smaller bird, like day 1, day 2, a lot of birds are blocked by a drinker and a feeder, actually. So sometimes we cannot find the bird. So we have to um, do a lot of pre-processing work to make sure, okay, for example, we have 100 birds. We know there are 100 birds, but in the imager, we can only detect 95 birds. 5 birds are lost, not because our image analysis, because they were blocked by feeders. So that's why we're developing models based on their age. We are doing the work separately based on like week 1, week 2, week 3. I would say we should have weekly model that will be more accurate.
Mhm. Very good. And where do you see future applications for these deep learning models and the image collection in poultry houses? Do you have plans to apply these in other categories of birds, different than broiler?
Yes, of course. Our future goal is applying the system to the commercial broiler farm, cage-free farm, or breeder farm. Have working with different farms already, actually. For broiler farm, we have to include some key welfare indicators like body weight. Farmers actually very interested to know the growing speed of their. They know their bird body weight because they are sampling some bird. Then manually to measure the body weight. That's very accurate, definitely. But then it can lead to some stress. Sometimes, when we catch the bird, easy, some larger bird actually easy to be catched. But smaller bird, they run fast. So we usually get a larger bird easier. So that's why our body weight measurement work maybe not so accurate, but and that can lead to stress. Also depend on sampling size. There are like 20, 30,000 birds in each house. We can only get 100, 200 birds. The sample size so not so big. If we have an automatic system, like use machine vision, we can scan the flow, actually detect like at least 1,000 birds. We can get the every day. Even we can estimate the body weight change from morning to the afternoon because we know that at the later stage the birds growing very fast. But if that meets the market need or not, we don't know. So if we can use the machine vision and not only 2D camera, maybe at the time we can use thermal camera plus 3D camera. 3D camera can generate a 3D volume of the chicken. That is related to their body weight. Based on the equation, we can predict the body weight and quickly. So the farmers know, okay, my bird is 3.5 pounds, 7.7 pounds. So they know the data. So they know, okay, is that already meet the market need or not? That is very helpful information for grower. Also for the other welfare indicator like laminates, gas score. Gas scoring is very important. A lot of industry people want to know how can we predict the gate score so we can report information to Walmart, McDonald's when we sell the chicken to the grocery store. For our system, I wanted to do the mobile scanning, then tell, okay, what's the percentage of how many birds in different systems, in which location have the gas score issues. One thing we can documenting the information. Another thing we can do the prevention. For example, at the early stage, if the gas score is 1, actually we can do some work maybe. So the farmer staff can treat the bird. If the bird are with leg issues, not just slightly issues, they maybe figure out the reason. If that because lead quality is too bad, if the lead quality is improved, the bird will have less food pad issues, then they have bad balance. As I said, that's my assumption. We're trying to figure out if the food pad lesion can lead to the leg issues. My assumption is yes. If one pet has a lesion dermatitis, so the bird, the sustaining power will be affected. So the bird tended to like crawl like this. So their all power will go to the bone. So the bone will easy to be broken. If their pet is healthy, stronger, so I think the bird can stand well. So maybe have less leg issues. So then my future future plan. That's just for broilers. For cage layers, we can do the packing detection. We can also monitor flow eggs. Also for breeder house as well. Maybe we can do genetic selection. You know, the bird farmer, like Cobb, Avian, if they can track strong birds, you know, they always want us to select strong bird for future genetics use. If we can find some bird with a very strong leg, the bird don't have any like leg issues, we can actually track the bird, find the bird,
Yeah,
catch the bird, use that bird as parent, grandparents. In the future, we can improve the genetic line. So their offsprings maybe have less issues, maybe has less leg issues. So that's my future plan.
very good. Definitely, there are many different applications of this technology. And Lilong, we are glad that you are collaborating with aviNews International, and we hope that you keep us updated with your developments, and hopefully they come to application very soon commercially, because that will be very useful for the industry. Thanks
Thank you.
again for being with us.
Thank you very
And
much. If we have any new updates, we'll be glad to share with your magazine.
okay, thanks a lot. So thanks for everybody to attend this magazine, and please keep posted with all the aviNews International podcasts and the magazine. Bye.